Hi guys, welcome back. We're on our way to Kickstand Cafe in Alabang because they have a test ride for the BSA na motorcycle. Well, BSA is probably one of the oldest brands of motorcycle. I think they started 1903, no? But the thing here is BSA didn't start off as a bike manufacturer or even a motorcycle manufacturer. They actually started off as making firearms, as in baril, guns and ammunition. That's why BSA stands for Birmingham Small Arms Company. So BSA is a gun and ammunition factory. That's when they started, and then after that, when the sales of guns medyo humina, someone came to them and showed them a bicycle. So since they were already manufacturing high quality na mga parts for barrels, so engineering, as in they already knew how to make parts. So they started off making bicycles first, and then the motorcycle company followed at around 1903. So BSA is a pretty old brand already. I think it was around the 1950s. You'd be surprised that the BSA was the largest motorcycle company during that time. 1950s, huh? They were so dominating that they were ano ba yung ratio? Parang 1 out of 4 motorcycles worldwide, not just in Birmingham or in England. So they were 1 out of 4 motorcycles in the world was a BSA. Tapos during that 50s, that's why they were also that dominating, was because they actually bought out the Triumph brand. So at one point in time, BSA owned Triumph. Yung alam nating Triumph motorcycles now, the Bonnevilles, the Rocket, the Daytona. The Triumph was owned by BSA at a certain point, but it was I think it was during the 1970s. I guess it was mishandled. They were investing in the wrong thing, that BSA got in trouble. So they had to actually stop producing motorcycles. Itong si BSA, from the 1970s, the brand actually died. Isipin mo, they were that dominating. 1 out of 4 motorcycles in the world was a BSA, or came from BSA. Tapos for them to just collapse after 20 plus years, and the whole BSA had to stop producing motorcycles. It was around 2016, I think it was around 2016, when one of India's largest company bought out actually the brand. So they wanted to revive BSA. So 2016 they bought out the brand of BSA. But it wasn't until I think 2021 when they actually produced the more modern BSA na motorcycle, which is the one we are planning to test drive today, which is I think what they call the Gold Star, which is a 650cc single cylinder, but it has been modernized, meaning it's already liquid cooled. It's now disc brakes. So medyo updated na siya talaga. And you know me, I'm a sucker for classic motorcycles. Kaya nga, I have plans to actually get a replacement if ever I was going to replace this Ducati into more of a classic bike. So yung nasa isip ko was baka the Triumph Speed Twin 1200, yung mga ganong looks. But this one is something I'm very interested in looking at because it's a smaller bike. It's a 650cc single cylinder, and baka yung price pa lang to upgrade. Sipin mo the price to upgrade ng what you call this, the Ducati to a Speed Twin is the same amount of money for the cost of this one. So sipin mo, you get two bikes, but we'll see. So I'll update you guys after we do a test drive. So right now we're proceeding now to Kickstand Cafe, and then I'll post a review after I do a quick test drive. It's not going to be a full comprehensive review, it's just going to be an initial review or an initial experience on the BSA. Okay guys, I'll see you guys later. So we just got finished testing the BSA Gold Star. It's a 650cc single cylinder liquid cooled. So first impression, guwapo siya. Does it do the classic justice? Yeah, it has hindi siya yung mga parang minodernized na retro. This is talagang retro ang dating but it's modernized in a sense that it's easy to start, one click, kasi remember the olden Gold Star was kick start only, tapos yung brakes ito actually surprisingly lakas ng brakes for a single sided lang yung brakes niya, pero malakas but what surprised me the most is I was going to compare it on my experience riding the Royal Enfield, the 650. If I'm not mistaken, they should be in the same class, pati weight and everything. But this one felt so light. Alam ko yung claimed weight nito is around 215 kilos, so which puts it actually about the same weight as this bike or even heavier than my Ducati. But for some reason, that thing felt lighter than 215. It did feel like it was 215. Magaan siya. I was thoroughly surprised on how easy to maneuver the bike is. So pag alam mo yun, pag nasa traffic ka, sa tingin ko that's a bike that is easy to use around the Metro Manila cities. Tapos the seat height is about 30 inches. I'm not a tall person. At the same time, hindi lang sa maliit ako, my inseam is actually short. Pero I'm barely tiptoeing on this. This is parang mas mababa pa nga yung upuan nito yata compare sa Vespa ko So this one is something that I wouldn't have any problems in terms of maneuvering it in traffic. Wala kang takot because the seat height is very comforting, na hindi nakakatakot dahil sa taas. Ito mababa. Pero kahit na mababa yung upuan, I had a problem kasi yun, like the Triumph na Street Twin 900. They call it a Speed Twin now. So sobrang baba ng upuan, yung foot pegs feels too high. Alam mo yung parang naka-crouch ka masyado. Ito hindi Kahit na mababa siya, yung pegs niya are on the exact height. The bend on my knees are just perfect, na komportable siya if ever I need to ride it at a longer time. So the BSA is actually very tame. Tame is I think the right word for it. It's easy, hindi siya nakakatakot gamitin. I would even not hesitate suggesting this to someone who's starting out with big bikes. The power is adequate, is the best I can say about it. But it's very tame. Medyo konting slight twitchy lang yung pag nasa first gear siya. So I would suggest since the engine has actually enough torque that you can actually leave it in second gear if you're stuck in traffic kesa doon sa first floor. Kasi medyo twitchy yung first gear niya. Pag hindi ka sanay, medyo masobrahan mo ng konti, baka magulat ka. Pero that's the problem also that I see here is if it's traffic, the power is okay. If you're in the city, it's okay. But I don't think this is powerful enough if you want to actually do long distance cruising. And another thing, this is only 5-speed. So compared to a twin, compared to a 3-cylinder, compared to a 4-cylinder, the thumpers tends to vibrate more. So medyo mas nararamdaman mo yung vibration niya, but not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Pero mararamdaman mo yung vibration niya sa handlebar. And imagine if you are going high speed with this and you only have 5-speed. So medyo mataas yung RPM mo, baka masyado siyang hand-numbing pag ginamit mo for long distance. So I think this is a great bike if you are actually using it for short distances, short na mga trips, maybe Tagaytay, yung mga malalapitan lang, maybe 2 hours at max na mga distance, yung mga ganun, I think it's okay. But where it will really shine is in the city. It's like a city cruiser. Ang gwapo niya. This is the bike that you wanna be showing off when you go out for coffee. Ang ganda niya talaga. But medyo nasa kamahalan siya. I was expecting it not to be that expensive. Because right now, it's being priced at even higher than the CB650. I know they're a little bit not a direct competition kasi the CB650 is what they call a classic Neo. So, medyo classic pero it's actually more modern than anything else na nilagyan ng konting classic style. This on the other hand is a pure classic from the looks, from the design, from even how it rides feels very classic. So yun yung a lot of the things that you're paying for this one is mostly it's the aesthetics. Yun lang talaga siya. It's gwapong bike. Would you buy it for over 500,000? Kind of a Triumph 900, sorry, I'm not sure eh. Just the 500,000, ang dami mo nang pwedeng mabili. Yun nga lang, when it comes to the classic ones, you only have this and maybe the Royal Enfield. Wala na kasi si Harley, the 750 ni Harley, wala na yata. They don't sell those anymore. So, very limited din yung options mo. But this one will probably be people who are into cruisers, into classic bikes. Yan yung market nito eh. Pero, you have to really think, sa sobrang tame nito, sabihin ko na sobrahan ng konti yung pagka-tame niya. So, pati yung tunog na exhaust na medyo very tame. Talagang mabait na bike. This is a very, 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 very mild bike. So, I don't know guys. You guys take a look. It's a pretty bike. If you're going to ask me kung sa itsura lang, gwapong-gwapo tong bike. But it's if you're going to have it just a single bike lang ang meron ka, I'm not sure if you wanna be considering something else. But if you have a second bike, you have one bike that you will be using for cruising, for longer riding, for touring, then this is your perfect city for short rides. Ang ganda kasi talaga eh. Ito talaga yung perfect for Sunday morning coffee na bike eh. Ito yung pag pinarada mo sa harap ng coffee shop, I doubt kung walang hindi titingin dito. Ito talaga is mapapatingin talaga ang tao. Sobra siyang... So guys, I wish I could have tested it longer because I couldn't. I only had their test ride was just around the parking lot. You know, parking lot doon sa area nung kickstand. So it's just a small loop. Wala masyadong enough area to go past third gear eh. I wish I could have tested it longer, but based on my impressions lang naman, the short impressions, yun yung feedback ko. But I hope I could try it again next time for a longer ride. para naman matesting ko yung actual full power potential niya if we're riding at a higher speed. Okay guys, so thank you very much for listening. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Thank you.